Alright, we're going to take a look at our measuring length worksheet, and we're going to go through some of this so you can get the correct answers. We're going to need to measure length and volume for our lab on Friday when we find the density of objects. So for question 1, the abbreviation for centimeters, we take the C from centi and the M from meter, so our correct answer is D, centimeters. For question 2, which of the following pieces of equipment is used to measure in centimeters? Centimeters is a measure of length, so we don't use a balance, a calculator, or a graduated cylinder for that. We use a ruler. Centimeters, like we said, are a measurement of length. Use a ruler to measure them. Volume is how much space something takes up. Mass is how much matter something contains, and we use a balance. D is not correct. C is the correct answer there. And for question 4, 100 centimeters is equal to. Now, in order to understand this, you need to know that 1 centimeter is equal to 1/100th of a meter. So if you divide 1 meter into 100 parts, you get a centimeter. You can never go from meters to liters or from meters to grams. So liter is incorrect and gram is incorrect. If you have 100 centimeters, you have 1 meter. We completed question 5 in class, so let's go ahead and skip down to the bottom of this handout. I'll do 6A, and then I will give you the answers to the rest so you can check your work. You should be pretty familiar working with rulers. So on this, they have a pencil that's drawn, and this little squiggly line here shows that the pencil continues off the end of the ruler. So what you really need to look at is where does the tip of the pencil line up on the ruler. I've drawn in a line to help myself read the ruler more accurately, and so I start by saying what two numbers is it between. I know it's between 10 and 11, so it's 10 point something. If you count the millimeter marks on the ruler, you know that this line here that I've put a green dot on is 10.5. So this is 10.5 centimeters. So our pencil is a little bit longer than 10.5. It's 1 millimeter longer, or 0.1 centimeters longer. So I would think a good answer for this would be anywhere between 10.5 and 10.6 centimeters. If you have anything less than 10.5 centimeters, or anything more than 10.6, you should take a second look at your measurement. It's hard to get exact measurements from these pictures. If you're within 0.1 or 0.2 centimeters of these answers, should be fine. So for B, I said the answer was 14.2 centimeters. You can see that, sorry about that, you can see that, trying this again, you can see on B that the tip of the pencil is a little bit more than 14 centimeters, but definitely less than 14.5. For C, I measured it as just over 10 centimeters. I said 10.1. Again, if your answer is close to that, you're okay. For D, the answer is very close to 11 centimeters. I said 10.9. And for E, it's less than 9.5, so I put the answer as 9.3 centimeters. Please move on to the side of your worksheet that says measuring volume. And here it's a lot of similar questions. The first one says the abbreviation for milliliters. We take the M from milli and the L from liters. We end up with C. ml is the correct answer. For 2, which of the following pieces of equipment is used to measure in milliliters? Balance measures in grams. Calculator does not measure things. Graduated cylinder is the correct answer, and we know that a ruler, of course, measures length. Milliliters. Liter is our key word there. It tells us what we're measuring. It's a measure of how much space a liquid takes up, and another word for that is volume. Mass is measured on a balance. Length is measured with a ruler. 1,000 milliliters cannot be equal to a meter or a gram. You can never go from liters to grams or meters. Milliliters always has to be converted into liters, so the correct answer is A. Question 6 asks how much liquid is in each of the graduated cylinders, and you're just looking at a portion of the graduated cylinder. For A, what you want to notice is that the volume is between 10 and 20 milliliters. My red line where I've drawn the meniscus is a little bit low. The actual meniscus is right at this line here in blue. The meniscus is the dip in the fluid that's caused by the attraction of the molecules to the side of the graduated cylinder, and so we measure at the bottom of the meniscus. This line right here that I've shown in green would be 10. This would be 10.1, 10.2, 10.3, 10.4, 10.5. So my answer for A is 10.5 ml or milliliter. For B, C, D, and E, you're going to go through the similar process, find an approximate volume, and then find the actual volume. So for B, the meniscus is right at this line here, and you can see it's between 10 and 20, much closer to 20. This line here is 15, so I count up 16, 17, 18 ml is the answer for B. For C, it's just above 20. 21 ml would be a good answer for C. D, the answer you have should be 31 ml. Again, you measure from the bottom, the lowest point of the liquid there. And for E, your measurement should be 48 ml. We're going to practice with graduated cylinders on Friday and Monday.